So it's June 25th, and it looks like we are full-fledged, no debates, in a buyer's market. Right now is a phenomenal time to buy. Let me just show you really quick why. Not only I believe it, but we're gonna back it up with some stats. All right, so this is the Cromford report. This is for this Maricopa County. This lets you know where you stand as far as buyer's market. So it's saying that the supply is almost too much. Whenever it's in the red, it's too much supply. This is the demand is clearly in the red, which means there's not enough demand, which means it averages out the market in a buyer's market. Whenever it's in the red, it's in the buyers. Whenever it's in the green, it's in the sellers. Clearly, according to this statistic, we are in a buyer's market. Then we're going to go over here to Rapid Stats dashboard. Let me update this today. We have 25,000 listings at the moment, is what this is saying. A year ago, we had 17 or almost 18,000. So that's huge. And then let's go ahead and down here and look at supply and demand. If you guys remember when COVID hit, there was not much supply because people really weren't selling, but there was still demand because the government was giving away money and people had money to blow and had savings, and they were like, hey, I could buy a house, no money down payment assistance, let's go. Which then after COVID, down payment assistance programs went to hell. But obviously we can see here demand was up. Now all of a sudden people stopped getting money from the government for free, which is nobody's fault. You're going to take it if they're going to give it, right? Obviously. And then we go to the demand goes low, supply starts to go up, and we see this, and we just see demand staying low and supply going up. And whenever you have, let me move myself out of the way here. So whenever you have low demand but high supply, it's a buyer's market. All right, so it says right here, the U.S. housing market has nearly 500,000 more sellers than buyers, the most on record, that will likely cause home prices to fall. Let's go on and read a little bit more. There are 34% more sellers in this market. At no other point in record dating back to 2013 have sellers outnumbered buyers by this much. In other words, it's a buyer's market. It goes on to read, prospective buyers may see their purchasing power increase, and prospective sellers should consider selling sooner rather than later. Lastly, I'm going on to this article. And this states 6% of today's home sellers are at risk of selling at a loss. That's up from 4.4% a year ago, but still historically low. You guys, when it's a buyer's market, that means you can ask for everything. You can ask for sometime. It doesn't mean you're going to get it, but you can ask for the new roof. You can ask for things to be repaired. You can ask for the AC unit to be replaced. You can ask for 3, 4, 5% seller concessions, meaning they pay all your closing costs. All you got to do is worry about your down payment. You guys, right now is the time to buy. If you can afford it, buy it, because once rates come down anymore and it turns into everyone deciding to say it's a great time to buy, all of a sudden you lose your power that you have now. And listen, if you buy now, FHA right now for me is 5.875. If you get an FHA rate, and let's say FHA goes down to 4.5, I don't think it will, but let's say it does, just refinance. But you have the house with all the benefits, meaning with all the money from the seller to have the house fixed up, or to pay for closing costs, or to buy your interest rate down. A lot of people are buying their rate down with seller concessions. If you have any questions about any of this, give me a call. Ruben Chavez, 2 Strong Mortgage.